even going the distance, aiming for the sky with a secret ambition. It's not our thing to walk the road that's paved. We're not the ones who roam the trail that's blazed. And there's a flame in your eye that's igniting mine. I know I've seen it before. In the gaze of the clouding lion, I'm not afraid anymore. Let's break the rules and really put our backs into it. Max out, pursue it. What's a better time than now to cross the line? Don't break, let loose, and make sure that your heart is in it. Start line to finish. But every second rushing by, we're losing time. You and I, breaking free of our prisons, we defy the control of the system. The thunder's growing louder in our hearts. The storm is rising, this is where it starts. Let's break the rules and really put our backs into it. Max out, pursue it. What's a better time than now to cross the line? Don't break, let loose, and make sure that your heart is in it. Start line to finish. For every second rushing by, we're losing time. Losing time. You and I. There's a flame in your eye that's igniting mine. I know I've seen it before. In the gaze of a clouding lion, I'm not afraid anymore. Let's break the rules. Really put our backs into it. Max out, pursue it. What's a better time than now to cross the line? Don't break, let loose, and make sure that your heart is in it. Start line to finish. For every second rushing by, we're losing time. Let's break the rules and really put our backs into it. What's a better time than now to cross the line? Don't break, let loose, and make sure that your heart is in it. For every second rushing by, we're losing time. We're losing
Nine.
Happy New Year, odds and ensers. Welcome to 2022 and welcome back to Odds and Ends Gaming with me, your host, Espionage DB7, the one, the only highly rated, armor-plated, imitated, but never ever duplicated. And I'm joined here today on this special live stream edition of Shoot the Shit Saturday with Nickolas Zombie.
This is the only one you get for the entire year.
What, this is
You
the...
don't get to do that again for the entire year.
Oh, shut up.
I'm
That's the
stepping in
last
on behalf-
and only one.
Oh,
No. I'm stepping in on behalf of the all fans everywhere because I just watched that shit and I'm saying this the last time you're gonna say that whole line.
I am the one, the
year.
only highly rated
The
armor
whole
player. No.
year. You
I'm the
chose
one,
to
the
go
only
for
rocket blasting, longer lasting,
Yeah,
ass
no, you're
beating,
not.
air cheating, slide taking, explosion making, flame throwing, scar going,
No,
grenade flinging, formerly high bringing, trash talking, shotgun cocking, death bringing, crowbar swinging, headshot, whether you like it or not.
Why do you lie to
Espionage
yourself?
DB7.
in the past.
And just for
Why
that,
even in
Why do
2021?
you lie to yourself about this whole thing?
I asked who wants to do the intro before this thing starts. They said you do it. So I do the intro and then this is what I get. I'm doing the intro, and this
You would have done it anyways, even if you weren't doing the intro.
Yeah, you would have done it anyways. You know you would have.
I would have liked to be introduced like that. How come Val gets the I'm the hostess with the most, but I can't do mine?
And she keeps
But
it
it's
short.
like, it's so short.
I cut it down. I used to have the
Oh,
long
it's
ass
easy.
one.
There's no way to play with something else, dude.
I used to have the long ass one. I cut it down to the highly rated armor plated imitated, but never duplicated.
Oh my god,
You'll get it
Get it again.
I say it again.
Trying to get it in.
That's a long ass.
That's
But
too
what,
much.
what I mean is,
No,
like,
no.
I cut it down literally to about 1/4 of the size of the original one. The original one took me like a minute to
It just
explain.
says how long it is in general. That you cut it down so much and it's still that long.
I mean, just because
Yeah.
you guys aren't creative enough to come up
No,
with
no,
one for
no, no.
yourself.
We don't need 90% of the podcast being an introduction.
Are we even past the introduction? Are we still do? You know what? So why don't you take it away? I don't know. Go.
And obsolete 2003.
Happy New Year's.
No,
Thank
no.
you, Robs.
The icon, the one who grants us
He
our
does-
wishes or
He
whatever.
doesn't. He doesn't need that to be.
He doesn't need it. He
because
doesn't
people
need it,
know.
but you give it
Because
to him.
everyone knows. Everyone
Like-
already knows.
Do you get does he grant you wishes or what the fuck?
I'm just saying, like, people know who he is. You don't have to introduce him. You, for some reason, if you have to introduce yourself every time, I don't know why.
Because I deserve it.
All right.
Mm.
And
Also-
Ring's here, apparently.
Yes.
Yeah. Ring showed up.
I didn't know what y'all were doing. I was just like, whatever. And then
Ops has been
on
saying
YouTube.
in the.
No, I went onto YouTube and I was like, oh, what's this here? Oh, okay, well, I'm.
But Ops has
log
been.
on in.
Ops has been saying, hey, we're gonna do a live shoot the shit. Who wants to do it? And no responses. So here we are. 2022
Welcome.
is starting with a something, isn't it?
I don't know. How was
Anyway,
everyone's New Year's?
It was alright.
Nice.
It was good.
Obs? Nice.
It was good. Yes.
I rang in the new year here, live on YouTube, and it was fun. Slimy
Awesome.
Cheesecake came up with some interesting stuff involving
Wait,
Ops.
I mean, what?
One of our viewers, named Slimy Cheesecake, is writing quite the fanfic roleplay involving one of my villagers in Animal Crossing and Obs.
Which villager is it?
A little squirrel named Caroline.
You mean a little freak? A little
Little.
disgusting freak?
Why?
Is that what you're talking about?
She's a
Little
nice
gross,
little shy,
Fucking disgusting,
bashful squirrel.
rabies infested
What
squirrel.
the fuck is wrong with everybody? Why so much hatred for this little squirrel?
Fuck that
According
squirrel.
to this guy's fanfic,
That squirrel can go to hell.
like,
That squirrel can go to hell. She died.
she murdered her previous family. She's on the run. That's why she moved to my island. And
Which is
apparently,
terrible,
she
squirrel.
tried to Fatal Attraction style seduce Obs, so he fought back and tied her up.
Listen, just because you have a weird freak squirrel on your island doesn't mean you have to attack other people's nice villagers.
I'm not
Like you
attacking
tried,
any.
you know, yeah, you did. You tried to attack Raymond last night.
Well,
Everyone saw,
because I get
and you know
all
what?
the
Everyone
shit,
loves Raymond.
because all the shit gets talked about my squirrel. I mean, it's like, why?
Her squirrel deserves it.
Why? What?
She knows what she did.
You know what? She's nothing but an amalgamation of coding and
She's nothing but a
ones and
monster.
zeros, okay? So it
Nothing
doesn't
but a
matter.
fucking monster.
Can we get on with? We were gonna talk
You're the one
about.
who wanted to bring up your freak squirrel.
I'm just saying that it's been interesting. And I was just talking about how I spent my New Year's, chatting with this person, which
This
has got a
freak
very, and apparently he's turned other people on to his. It's a very compelling story. I'm wanting to know how it turns out because the last part that he gave me was that Obs had her tied up somewhere in his basement or something because she tried to kill him. What are you gonna do, Obs, with her?
What a monster.
Obs?
Your freak squirrel tried to take down the icon, the one and only god amongst men, obsolete 2003.
So what's
Can't have that.
Yeah, well, I'm waiting to hear the next chapter. What do you think you're gonna do to her, Obs?
I don't know. I'll have to tune in and see. Cliffhanger.
There, cliffhanger. It's like a repeat use.
Yes.
Anyway,
Anyway.
enough of that horrible monster.
Oh god.
So, S, you said something about some recap thing you wanted to do.
Well, I have a few things I want to talk about, but I figure one fun thing we want to talk about the plans that we have in 2022. But before we do that, I figured we could recap 2021 by talking about what the best game we played, or what was the best movie you watched, or TV show that you watched. And if nobody else wants to, or unless somebody else wants to, I can go first with mine. Just kind of give a quick recap of my favorite things. These are a few of my favorite things. May I?
Before you do, before you can go first, but before you do, just R.I.P. Betty White, I guess.
Oh, dude, yeah. I mean,
She died for our sins.
the end of 2021, was a bastard. I mean, Betty White, Desmond Tutu, and John Madden. All
Who?
in this. John Madden, dude. You know John Madden.
What the hell's a Desmond Tutu?
Desmond Tutu was a human rights activist who fought for
His-
human rights in South
His
Africa.
name was Desmond Tutu?
Yes, he was a very famous human rights activist. I unfortunately don't know much about him. I will admit, I don't know as much about him as I should, but I do know that he was a
Who was the
human
third
rights
person?
John Madden, the NFL coach, John Madden. You know,
The guy
had-
from the video game?
Yes, I was about to say the guy that had 50 video games named
He
after him.
was a coach way back in the day, and in more recent times, he actually was a NFL announcer on various channels.
Yeah.
No.
He's always, and he also was known for, when you got athlete's foot, you need to get tough acting Tinactin.
Oh, yeah. Tough acting connecting guy.
You remember tough acting Tinactin?
Yes.
Is tough acting Tinactin still a thing? Or
Think
was
so.
it not very tough acting?
I think it's still a thing.
It ran its course.
He was the tough acting, he was to tough acting Tinactin what Macho Man was to Slim Jim. You know?
A legend?
Yes. Didn't he do a jock itch thing too? Like there was some kind of spray or something for jock itch?
I'm sure. It's all fungus.
Anyway,
He was just against fungus.
Obs, anything
fungus
else to
commanders?
contribute?
Could you say he wasn't really a fun guy?
Guess that'll be it. Just rest in peace to all the ones that fell. So
2021 had to claim its last few victims.
yes.
You really can't complain about Betty White, though.
No.
She had.
Well, you
she had-
can.
She lived
But
a
she
very
was-
long and storied life.
That's
Look,
still
man,
a
we had
loss.
so much content coming out for her 100th birthday. Ruined.
Yeah, we were
How did
gonna
she
have.
die, by the way?
we were
Honestly,
gonna-
how did she
I don't
go?
think they've released that yet. I hope it was peaceful. We were gonna have a Betty White live stream day on her birthday.
Yeah, we were. We had so much content already.
Well, now
We're gonna play the Betty
Memorial.
Yeah, I ever played the Betty White video game?
The Golden Girls RPG.
Yeah,
Oh,
ruined. All ruined now.
I know that there was a Golden Girls episode where one of the girls killed a guy by having sex with him. I'm not even making that up. That's a real thing.
That makes sense. Like she was a little old and had a heart
yeah,
attack. or what?
yeah. Some guy he in the middle of in the throes of passion, he just keeled over. You know.
I can
Yeah.
see that. I honestly, I can see that happening.
Yep.
Damn,
I bet
But-
it was Blanche.
probably.
Straight blanching. Anyway, with that said, I want to talk about a few of my favorite things of 2021. Now, these are not necessarily things that were released in 2021. Two of them are, but one of them isn't. They're just the favorite experience that I had. The first one is the best game I played throughout the year 2021 was for Oddities and Entrails, and that was Outlast. That game was fucking phenomenal. I've been meaning to do a review of it, and that's what my New Year's resolution is, to do more reviews, more top 10s, and more actual content like that, more structured content. I just, life's been crazy. But Outlast was a phenomenal game. The story was thrilling. The ending was shocking, surprising, made you think. scared the crap out of me a couple of times. Subverted my expectations because I honestly thought it was gonna be kind of like, you know, just a bunch of insane inmates and, you know, from an asylum that escaped and you're trying to survive them. But it turned out that there was a bit of a supernatural twist to it, which is very cool. The fucking what do they call the variants, which is what they call the inmates. Some of them were fucking psycho, like that big guy. That I don't remember his name. He was that brute of a fucker. He was terrifying. So that was a fantastic game. The full playthrough is available on our channel. If anybody wants to watch it, definitely worth it. So that was
www.youtube.com/OddsAndEndsGaming.
/C/OddsAndEndsGaming.
Listen, I don't know what our URL is. I try to help.
Anyway, well, if you're watching this, you know where our channel is. The best movie I watched. Now, sadly, I have not seen Spider-Man.
God damn.
I haven't seen it because I honestly I was.
You don't like media? You don't like good things?
I don't like COVID.
He hates it. He absolutely hates it.
I don't like COVID. I'm not.
He hates anything made after 1992.
It's true. That's why all our movie streams are old movies.
Exactly. It's just there's an inability to move on from that and embrace new media.
I was going to say the best movie I watched was Godzilla vs. Kong, because obviously that was made in the 90s.
It would have been funny if you said the 1960s version.
No!
Oh, yeah, that was hilarious.
I mean, that is a great movie, though, but no, the favorite movie I watched this year was Godzilla vs. Kong. I loved it.
Man, that was early this year, right?
It was in March.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. But I am dying to see both Ghostbusters Afterlife and Spider-Man. The reason that I have not gone, and Obs actually invited me, if we wanted to go catch, I don't remember which one, I think it was the Ghostbusters, but I unfortunately turned them down because, as I have mentioned before, I do have an immunocompromised family member, my mother, and I still don't feel safe going to the theaters. So that's the reason I haven't gone to see them. Not because I'm stuck in some kind of fucking time loop or whatever the hell Ring's talking about, that I don't watch anything other than the movies from the 80s. But I will tell you that the movies from the 80s are the best fucking movies ever.
Oh, God.
Like, seriously, the 80s is the generation that gave us Ghostbusters, it gave us Predator, it gave us RoboCop, it gave us Terminator, it gave us Big Trouble in Little China, it gave us Scarface, it gave us so many goddamn good movies. Everything nowadays, everything is subversive. I mean, not subversive.
Oh, God.
Everything is derivative.
Is this the S-Rat segment?
Well, I'm just saying
we transition to?
because everybody
Like
tells
you're
me.
You're yelling, sir.
Yeah,
Sir,
you're already
please.
yelling. You're already
Please
yelling.
Lower your voice. Indoor voice.
I'm just saying.
It's like the old man yelling at the cloud.
Conversational voice.
I'm
Not
just
a
saying
yelling
because
rap
everybody
voice.
tells me, all you like is 80s stuff. Well, I mean,
I used to be with it. Then they changed what it was. Now what's it? It's weird and scary to me. It'll happen to you.
everything, you notice that almost every single franchise nowadays is derivative of something else. Spider-Man is based on existing IP. Ghostbusters
Based on what?
it's based on comic books. What the hell?
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like the Spider-Man characters based on like some kind of Aesop fable or some shit.
I'm saying like maybe. But anyway, yes, the fucking 80s were great. The 80s were just the best era of
The
movies.
80s were
Give us
era
Die
of
Hard.
drugs.
Nah, it's alright. It was okay.
That being said, the best show that I watched this year was actually a show on Peacock, and it was surprisingly good. I actually heard the podcast first. I randomly one day asked Alexa to give me a true crime podcast.
Oh, who's Alexa? Got a girlfriend?
Wow.
Huh?
You know damn right who Alexa is, and I heard a voice right now.
Yeah, that's the one and
Yeah, you
only
can hear
Valkyrie
you.
Grinder, the hostess with the mostest.
That's me, and you should not be hearing voices. That's not good.
Holy
No,
shit.
no, she meant your voice. She only meant your voice.
The whole gang is here. How
Yeah.
about that? Anyway,
Continue.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Anyway, I heard this podcast called Dr. Death about a doctor named Christopher Dunge who was a
No, it
surgeon.
should have been Christopher Death.
I think that's kind of where they were going with it. But anyway, he was a surgeon who was a straight sociopath, and he operated on people, and he knew. I'm reminded of the line from Terminator 2 where he says he has detailed files on human anatomy and makes him a more perfect killer. This guy, because he knew so well, the anatomy, he knew exactly what to do to like basically cause the most damage to people. He paralyzed several, killed several more. A total of, I believe, 33 victims. Some of them were dead, some of them were maimed, but just a horrible human being. And I heard about it. I heard his podcast. I think it was like 8 episodes.
Wait, he hosted the podcast?
No, I heard the podcast about him. Okay?
I was like, what? This is Madman gets his own podcast. Just go for the jugular every time. It's really just the quickest way.
You make the incision here under the vena cava, or the superior vena cava, or whatever it's called.
Now, always cut away from you, just to get, so you don't get splat in the face.
But anyway, I heard that podcast first, and then I found out that NBC or Peacock, they made a Peacock original based on that. It stars Alec Baldwin. Man, he had a rough year, didn't he? Stars Alec Baldwin.
I think the people he shot had a worse year.
Yeah. Stars Alec Baldwin, Christian Slater. I don't remember who plays Christopher Dunch. I don't remember the name. But very, very good show. Very good. I really enjoyed it. The one thing that sucked about that show is that they try to pull off kind of like a Quentin Tarantino-esque jumping around, from past, present, future, stuff like that, like through different periods of times. And they don't pull it off well. A lot of times it leaves you confused during the scenes, like, wait, when is this taking place? Is this in the past? Is this now? Oh, okay, this is in the past. It's in the past. And then it'll cut to another scene that it's like in the present. It doesn't do a good enough job of letting you know when things are happening. And you kind of have to piece things together. The show itself is good. The acting is great. But that jumping around is very disorienting. There's a couple of directors that pull it off very well. Quentin Tarantino, of course, being one of them. E.g. Reservoir Dogs, Kill Bill, stuff like that. Another one that does it good is Scorsese. He's done it in The Irishman and Casino and stuff like that. He's very, very good at doing that multiple time period framing. But this show did not do it well. That's my one big complaint, critique. Otherwise, it's very fascinating. It's tragic to hear about these people that he killed. They put their absolute faith in him. They thought that he was going to help them. They had serious pain, agony, suffering, and he assured them that he was going to fix them and save their lives. And instead, he either paralyzed them even worse, or in many cases, just straight up killed them and left grieving family members, including his best friend. His best friend was a guy who suffered from chronic back pain, and he said, I'll fix you. And he paralyzed them from the neck down. He made him a paraplegic.
I mean,
Best
so he
friends.
couldn't feel his,
they
he
grew
couldn't
up
feel his
together.
back anymore, right?
Oh,
So in a way, he kept his word.
sure. But
Same,
in that
All in the eye of
sense,
the beholder.
in that sense, even if he had killed him, he would have kept his word because he would
But
no
he
longer
didn't.
have felt back pain, would he?
He didn't, though, because he's his friend.
But yes, his best friend from childhood, they grew up together, and he fucking turned him into a paraplegic, and then pretty much abandoned him. Like he kept the friend kept asking, he wanted to speak to him because he wanted to know what went wrong, what happened, what did you do to me, and then after that, he just couldn't be bothered to talk to him because he knew what he had done. But that was a very good show. I recommend it. I enjoy it. So those were my best of the year. Who wants to go next?
Did you say your game?
Yeah, Outlast.
Outlast. I'm sorry. Yes. Okay.
Did you say your movie?
Yeah, Kong. Remember I had the whole rant?
Yeah. I just want like a quick little recap for everyone.
Why don't you go next?
Me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mic
Best
off.
movie of 2021 was the movie that struck me. The movie that made me feel again.
Mic on.
The
If-
movie that
if
if
you're
my
gonna spoil-
eyes and penis could squeeze out crying,
Oh god. If-
I was crying from my penis and coming out of my eyes.
If you're gonna
It
spoil,
was
just
amazing. It was so good. I love The Green Knight.
What the fuck is that?
Nah, I'm just kidding. It's Spider-Man No Way Home.
What is the Green Knight? Is that a real thing?
It's actually a very good movie.
Huh.
It's about King
Oh, is it
Arthur's
that one of
nephew.
those A21 movies?
Yes, it's about King Arthur's nephew.
Huh.
It's very good.
I need to watch it.
Highly recommended, actually. But yeah, no, it was Spider-Man. So I saw Spider-Man like the week it came out, the day it came out. Well, not the day. I wasn't there Wednesday. I went Thursday. Man,
Don't spoil it, but tell us
Man.
about your experience.
what an experience!
What-
Because I was there with that crowd. who
The audience was there. Was
and
there
the
like
audience
moments?
was fucking popping off, dude. When fucking Wolverine showed up
God.
and fucking popped the claws, by God.
I don't know if he's actually. I mean, he might be. I don't
And
know.
then when fucking Daredevil showed up and popped the claws,
Well, I know
that was
Vincent
also
D'Onofrio
confusing.
is in it as Kingpin. So again,
And
I
then
don't
when
know.
and then when fucking Storm showed up
No, I think
and
he's.
popped the claws. Listen, it sucks because you won't let me fucking spoil it. It's been out it came out last year. Jesus. Anyway,
Look, if you want to
But
spoil
you-
it, go ahead. But I'm gonna
Oh,
go ahead
I'm
and
not-
for a bit.
has anyone else seen it?
No. I'm gonna try and see it tomorrow.
No.
Ring?
What?
Ring, you saw, right?
Not yet.
What the fuck is going on? Why? Why is no one seen this movie? It's so good. Like, everyone's seen this movie, but also no one's seen this movie. It's
I have a
weird.
legit reason.
I mean, I get it. I get it. But still. Anyway, it's so great.
I honestly am afraid of going to the theaters. I
It's
really
so
want to
good.
see it. I would have seen it. I'm afraid of. I'm taking every precaution.
I got it. You know, whatever. I understand. I respect it. But man, it's so good. Like literally, the audience started popping off at things early, and I was like, okay, try to hold it in. It's fine. It's cool. This is cool. And then other things started happening, and I was like, oh shit, it's pretty
Let me
fucking
ask you
cool.
this.
That's pretty fucking cool. And then the thing happened, and I was like, yo, fucking yo.
Let me
And
ask
I
you
couldn't
this
hold it in
question.
anymore. It was so great. It felt so warm leaving that theater, and it wasn't the fever from Rona. It was the holy, like, just feeling good again.
So
It
Marvel.
was so nice.
Well, it's not even straight Marvel. It's Marvel Sony.
Oh, dude, it was just so nice. I didn't give a shit about Black Widow. I was like, all right, this is fine. I haven't even seen Eternals because fuck that movie.
I haven't
don't give a
seen
fuck.
Shang-Chi. I haven't seen Eternals.
Shang-Chi was good. I wasn't like crazy about it, but Shang-Chi was good.
I
I
haven't
saw
watched
that.
Hawkeye. Have you watched
Hawkeye was fine. Hawkeye was fine.
I need to
But
watch
anyway.
it.
All right. So that's my favorite movie.
I want to ask you this real quick. Spoiler free. Now, it's been confirmed that Toby and
That's a
Andrew-
spoiler, dude. Spoiler.
Yeah.
You haven't seen it.
It's
You don't know what's
spoiler
going on.
free.
Why are you spoiling it? People have avoided it. Stop talking about it.
Oh, for the love of.
Jesus.
Never mind.
No spoilers. Anyway, let's talk about this big spoiler. Alright. Anyway, other than that, let's talk about my favorite video game.
Mic off. Mic
And
on.
I'm kind of torn on that one. I don't know if it's
I'm gonna say
don't know.
Metroid.
I don't know if it's Animal Crossing, Metroid, or Spider-Man PS4 because I played all those this year, and I just beat Spider-Man PS4 again on New Game Plus. And I don't know if I was just on a Spider-Man high. I started doing it when the movie came out. Fuck, that game's so good and so fun to play. It's just a good game. But you know, it's Spider-Man. I'm sorry, it's Spider-Man. Yeah, I'm on Spider-Man high this
Yeah.
year.
The fact that you talked about it again, that you replayed the game, that kind of says a lot. That you
I replayed it, New Game Plus. It was so fun. It was like I want to finish like everything again. It's such a good game. So anyway, that was my favorite game of the year, even though it happened on the tail end of the year. And then what was the last thing? TV show?
Yeah, TV show. If you have.
You know, I don't know if it's like a favorite, but I did watch it this year and it was new and I watched all of it. Lucifer. That was kind of fun. It was like one of those like cop dramas with the devil. You know, that old chestnut.
Oh, kind of like
But-
Devil's Advocate or something.
I don't know what that is.
It's a movie with Al Pacino where I think he plays the devil or. that's what it
Hoorah. Yeah, no. But yeah, I watched that show and I liked it. It was pretty fun. So yeah, that was my favorite thing. Spider-Man No Way Home, Spider-Man PS4, and Lucifer.
was. Nice. Ring, Val, Ops. Who wants to go next, or y'all got something to share?
I'll go ahead and go next. For me, I would say video game wise, I'm gonna go with Resident Evil 8.
Nice.
That's gonna be my pick. It's the game, one of the few games of the many games that I have that I actually completed the year, and but I dug the story. Obviously, it was very twists and turns with everything that it had to offer, but I got it. Was it Lady D with the actress of the year or whatnot, actor of the year thing? So
Which, by the
Oh,
way,
God, I
she
knew
actually
it.
had
I knew
a
it.
matching booba. It's a
Booba.
perfect match in heaven.
So yes, it was a strong cast, strong story. Obviously, leaving it open for another game. So it's a strong franchise right now. So everyone's just waiting for 9. But that's my game of choice. I dug it. I played it PS4. Kind of transitioning to that. I won't say it was my favorite movie of the year, but it was probably one of the most fun movies that I enjoyed. Was the Resident Evil movie, Welcome to Raccoon City. Unfortunately, the movie bombed. It didn't do so good.
I heard.
Hopefully, they'll make sequels, but it in comparison to Milia's and her bunch of movies, it tanked pretty bad. But for me, it was still a good movie. It was a movie made for the gamers who played the games, and I even did like a little segment, which you can also find on our channel. Just kind of a discussion, a review of the movie. Kind of talks about the Easter eggs and what have you. But for anyone who's played the games, growing up with the games, there's so many just little one-liners. It's not like Arnold Schwarzenegger one-liners, but you would get the reference. For anyone who didn't play the games, it was just completely gone over your head.
Was there a Jill Sandwich reference?
Yes, there was.
Nice.
I
There
think
was
that's
a
why.
reference.
I think that's why it bombed, because it's
Was Jill Sandwiches?
No, it succumbed to the video game movie curse, where a lot of the movies that are made, and it's not necessarily a bad thing, but when you're appealing to try to get every, person that you can to watch and appreciate the movie, but it's only appealing to, like Ob said, the gamers, it's relatively speaking a small demographic that it's appealing to, so that's probably why it didn't do well.
Keep in mind, the first Resident Evil game that came out was like 96, 98, so it was like, it goes that far back. So for anyone new of age to go see the movie, they're not gonna have played those games. They're gonna completely miss it. So it's for the hardcore Resident Evil fans. That's who it was made for. I saw it. I enjoyed the movie. I appreciated the movie for all it's worth, and I hopefully it does more success on demand and on disc and all that. I do plan on buying it when it comes out, but for me, that was the movie that I enjoyed. I saw it in theaters. I was super giddy about it for all the little
Buying
references.
You can't buy stuff
So.
anymore. You can't own property anymore, and in forms of
Oh
movies.
fuck! Damn it! Forgot about Malignant.
Malignant.
Oh,
That one was hilarious. No, it's not
Yeah.
my favorite movie though, but that was a fun one.
What's Malignant? Oh,
But,
that's right. That
Yeah,
horror,
that
the,
was so good. That
the
was
weird
so
horror
good.
movie.
So stupid.
yeah.
I love it. Anyway,
That's gonna be my movie of choice, and for show, I am gonna go with the show Yellow Jackets. It's not done yet. Technically, it's kind of the season's carrying over to 2022, but for the episodes that I've seen in 2021, it's a pretty interesting show. It's on Showtime, but it's pretty crazy. It's kind of group of kids.
I thought you were gonna say Yellowstone.
Nah, screw that. But it's a female soccer team gets crash lands in somewhere in a foresty area, and they're
Fuck.
going to like some varsity championship in their high school time. But it goes back and forth between then and now. Now there's some of them survived, others did not, and some dark shit happened for the people who did survive. So. But I'm liking it. I'm enjoying the show. It has Christina Ricci, Wednesday Addams, the girl from Natural Born Killers, a few other people, but it's good.
Wednesday
What?
Addams. Isn't she a character from the Addams Family?
Yeah, Christina
Played
Ricci's.
Wednesday.
Yeah,
Oh, Christina.
She played,
I thought that the actress's name.
no,
Okay.
but she's in there. She's played the creepy character, but it's fun. I'm enjoying it. It's like horror drama, not really horror, but it is drama suspense. But there's some horror elements to it. But that's the show that I'm enjoying right now. So,
Nice.
but yes, that's gonna be my kind of overview. The Resident Evil 8 for game, Resident Evil Welcome to Raccoon City for movie, and the go back into the show that I was watching.
Did that show, the Netflix Resident Evil show, has that come out yet, or is that not released yet?
I am disappointed in that show. I don't know what the hell is going on with that, but they released the show. It's only 4 episodes, and the episodes are like maybe 30-40 minutes, and it just ended. It just ended abruptly, so I'm not sure if they're waiting for how it's gonna feel to like release the other episodes, which is dumb because if you leave it hovering on, you know how like Netflix shows you like a little snippet of what's to expect in the show. When you leave it on there, it shows a trailer and it shows like this Nemesis tyrant type character, which I already kind of have an idea who it is, but that does not come out in any of the 4 episodes that they have available. So it's just like, why are you gonna tease us like that if you're not gonna deliver the rest? And it doesn't even say when they're gonna bring the rest of the things.
Deleted scenes?
No, not even. It's just the there's only
It's
4
incomplete
episodes.
show. It's
Yeah.
incomplete show, and the way with Netflix has been with other recent programs, Cowboy Bebop, they may have just suspended it altogether or axed it. It's a real possibility.
So, I mean, maybe I'll change my mind once they release all the episodes or make it available. But just the way it ended, and again, it's just kind of teasing with like, where's this tyrant Nemesis guy coming out? And it's, I don't know. But they're making their own Resident Evil movie that's supposed to come out, I believe, this year now. So we'll see.
Netflix has been real hit and miss lately.
They
Anyway.
kind of always are.
Yeah. Anyway, Ring, you got you want to share yours? You got any to share? Show, movie, video game? Best of 2022? Doesn't, or 2021? Doesn't need to have been released in 2021, just the favorite thing that you experienced of those 3 in the year.
I'm trying to tie between 2 things.
Okay.
Spider-Man.
Well, I've
hasn't seen
Jurassic. Jesus Christ. Jurassic World Evolution came out back in November, and that was a wild trip. It was fun. But at the same time, Transport Fever 2 has also been my jam, though it's been out for a while, like about a year, 2 years now. But I've been spending a lot of time in those games. More Transport Fever 2, really. I don't know if the audience knows, but I'm more into strategy and simulation games than everybody else.
Yeah, he's definitely our RTS player. Simulation
Yeah.
player.
I have a soft spot for excuse me. Those kind of games, because they allow me to relax and do things at my own pace and not trying to keep up with other people, you know, or for that matter, going too fast for people.
Yes, I was about to say.
You know, I go at my own pace. I mean, in Fallout, I have a way of doing things. It's stuck in my mind. I can't overwrite it. It's go. I always have to keep going, right? And Transport Fever, I'm just kicking back and relaxing because I know how things are gonna go at that progression, and things cannot be rushed. So I would say between those 2, like between that and then Jurassic World Evolution 2, like there's no rush to it. So I'm just literally just chilling out, just doing whatever. Yeah.
That's cool.
I think that was. Yeah, I think that was the my favorites for this year.
How about what movie have you watched this year that was your favorite?
I think Mugen Train.
What was that?
Mugen Train. It's from Demon Hunter. Mugen Train. It was a movie.
Ah.
It was a good movie.
Oh,
It
okay.
was
Anime.
yeah.
some anime stuff, right?
Anime. Oh man, I also forgot to play Breath of the Wild this year. Man, that was a good year for video games.
Dude, did you see the first couple episodes of the new season of
I
Demon
have
Slayer?
not watched yet. I'm waiting for some dub. I like to watch the animation. I feel like I was gonna read what's going on. I don't know.
Well, I will say this: the first part's been real slow.
Yeah, that's fine.
I don't think the dub will be in the near future because they're releasing the subs week by week,
Hmm.
and usually
Oh,
dubs
so-
are a couple weeks, so a month or two behind.
I'll give it some time, then I'll binge it when we get some
Alright.
more episodes out. Looks
But,
good though, from what I've seen.
It definitely goes into Rengoku's dad and all that. Also, some new
Ren Gohan?
no Rengoku. The dude who
Yeah,
died in
that was a
Ruby
joke. That was a joke.
Tree.
It was Grandpa
Um,
Gohan.
And also an upper six demon.
Nice.
It's fucking dead, yeah.
Is it that
Anyways,
hot one with the big boobs?
Maybe no, she's a new one. Maybe what it was. I don't remember her. I don't remember her seeing her anywhere earlier in the series.
I don't know,
But
I think
I'd be
I've seen like bits and pieces on Twitter, like people talking about it. I'm like, oh, this looks interesting. I'll watch
She
it
has
in
a big
3
rack, though.
months.
Yes, you're right. She does have a big rack.
Yeah, I like character design.
Boobas. We're all about the boobas.
Character design.
Yes. And that's it. That's my favorite. Yeah.
Nice.
Real quick to interject. I don't even know if I should say this.
What? Did your weird squirrel do something?
No, shut up. I went to bed real late.
Weird
Last
scroll.
night-
Is there a joke about that? Is there?
Yeah, he has this
There's
gross
a-
squirrel on his island called like Caroline or something.
It's
a whole thing.
I'll fill you in a bit later,
Yeah.
Val, on that. No, but I went to bed super late last night. I'm not used to going to bed that late anymore. The most I've stayed up is usually around 1 a.m. And last night I ended up going to bed at 3, just because doing stuff and the holiday and all that. And I remember I was fucking tired and sleepy, and I set my Alexa to give me a reminder for today at 3:30, and I
Nah.
don't remember what I was sleepy. I don't remember what the hell I told her to remind me, but the reminder just came up on my phone, and it said, "Reminder, push my nude." What the f? I don't know. Reminder, push
Why
my
do you
nude.
put, is that what you're doing right now? I remind you to push your nude? Like, hey, that's a nude out there, guys.
No, it just says
Don't
push.
forget.
Reminder, push my nude. And
Pushing
I don't remember what the fuck I told her to remind me. I remember saying set reminder for 3:30 p.m. And it's like, what's the reminder for? And I told her something, but sometimes she don't hear well, or if I was slurring or something because I was sleepy, and it said on my phone, it came up with a reminder. It said reminder, push my nude.
Is that an OnlyFans thing?
No,
Apparently.
I don't know what the.
Well, Bellhead was about to tell us her favorite
I-
things,
I
and you
was-
wanted to put out this filth.
I was gonna get to her. I'm just saying I don't know what the hell.
What is content you're trying to bring to
I
our
know.
channel? What's wrong with you?
Jesus, man, come on.
Push
It's
my
a
nude.
family
What
show.
the hell does that? What could I have been saying? Push my.
No, why you over there looking at nudes? Val, what is your favorite thing?
Okay, so we're going off movie, show, and game
Yes.
Knock
that
off.
we've either watched or completed.
Yes.
2021.
Yes, favorite things.
Game wise,
Mic on.
I didn't complete much. Though I will say the
You
game.
didn't need to complete it. You just had to be your favorite.
Yeah, enjoy it.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and say I have to look on my game because I forgot the name of it.
Grand Theft Auto
And I
5.
am no. Though we do have a lot of laughs and TA. This one because it took me by surprise because I wasn't expecting it to be so quick. I wasn't expecting to eat it. I just remember I bought it for S and he watched me stream it. Nubby or Fluffy or Freak sent me. Sam, really?
Playtime Poppy or something like that?
Yeah, that one. I was not expecting.
It's doing that episodic thing where there's episodes that get released, which I haven't
Oh,
really.
okay. Like
been a-
Telltale?
Yeah, I haven't been a fan of that.
Been in
format.
the Ink Machine similar. They would do like chapter release stuff like that. I haven't beat that one. Fight you. Go lay down. Sorry. So yeah, that one I enjoyed it. I am going to say because that was the one game I do remember beating. I'm sorry. Give me just a minute, y'all. I apologize.
Okay. Do 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 do.
What was the premise of that game, S? For
What game? I'm sorry, I took my headset off for a moment.
Wow, now you're paying attention.
I wasn't-
What the hell's wrong with you, dude?
There's so much going on right now.
Like fucking 30 seconds and I stepped away. What the hell?
It's fine.
Anyway, what am I being asked? What was
The game that Val's playing, what is it about?
So it's about some guy who gets either, I don't know if he gets trapped there or somebody like puts him in there, but it's like an old abandoned toy factory store. I think half of it is like a toy factory, half is like a toy store because it does have a reception area and it does have like shelves and stuff. But there's this one fucking thing whose name is Huggy Wuggy or something like that. Remember? Because Poppy was the doll at the end, wasn't it?
Yes, I know there's poppy flowers in there. That's like a symbol or.
And the blue thing's name is like Huggy something, Huggy Wuggy or Huggy Luggy something.
Wubby.
Gotcha.
Huggy Wubby, there you go. Anyway, that thing is at first like this giant mascot standing in the atrium in the middle of the factory, and when you go and open a few doors, you come back and that thing's missing, and it turns out it came to life and it's basically hunting you through this abandoned toy factory.
It's very similar to Five Nights at Freddy's too.
Oh,
Why it's doing that, I'm not really sure.
got it. Well, Val's back. Tell us what the game was, though.
So it was a jump scare game, and so I did end up streaming it live and kind of going through it. Kind of has like puzzles to it, because in order to get one of the hands, you need to unlock the key code, which is the color of the train, stuff like that. So it's like there's puzzles, and you can go back there once you unlock the other hand. There are the other hand's like one color's like blue and one color's red. So, and each hand unlocks a certain door, or is it blue or yellow? Either way, it was a fun, quick game. Yeah, so it's a jump scare. So I enjoyed doing that.
That was your game of the year.
It's honestly, it's really Animal Crossing.
It was hard for me not to say Animal Crossing.
That's just the answer at this point.
Hey,
It was
Val.
hard for me. I feel like everyone knows that's our actual game of the year, so we try to get some variety.
And I'm doing so much updates right now, y'all. You're gonna come back to my island. You're gonna be like, "What the hell? You have been working hard." I'm very much working hard on my island.
I look forward to seeing it.
Hey Val.
Hmm?
So real quick, I just want to say that our friend Slimy Cheesecake is here, and he.
Oh God!
He posted a comment.
Let Val finish her thing before we start getting
are
into
we
the
doing
Animal
this
Crossing
live?
lore. Yeah, we're live
Yeah,
from
okay.
New York.
I
It's
just kind
Saturday
of popped
night.
in, and I was like, "Okay."
Yeah,
So
the
now
live
we're
feed.
talking about it. So
Yeah,
hi,
it's a good thing we never say anything
welcome.
racist or horrible, right?
But
No,
anyway,
it's just about OnlyFans, so.
Oh yeah, no, the OnlyFans stuff we said before.
anyway,
Okay.
he wrote, Caroline falls asleep behind the wheel and drives into
Oh,
a
God.
bouncy castle. You
All
come
right.
here. I pushed Caroline. So Val heard me talking earlier, and I told you I'd fill you in later. Real quick, like a 30-second fill you in. Basically, he has been writing or doing some kind of role play fan fiction about my villager Caroline, who's actually some kind of sociopath, according to him. Killed her previous family, tried to kill Obs, all kinds of craziness. So that's about that. You've seen my squirrel villager. Is there anything wrong with that squirrel villager? She's cute,
She's
right?
crazy looking.
God damn it! What the fuck?
She is.
Why? What the fuck is crazy looking?
She
let
reminds
Val-
me of
let Val-
Princess Kitty from the Lego movies, and I love her. I have nothing against her. I just love the mad fucking crazy look that she has.
See,
He wants
she's
to
a fan
do-
of the craziness.
He wants to do blueberry roleplay. He just
I don't know
said.
what the hell that is.
I don't know what
Weird.
that is, but if it's not friendly for our channel, I would rather talk about it.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
I think I have to do the
Let's-
blueberry
let's talk-
inflation.
I can never get through what I have to say when
I
y'all
know.
ask me.
No,
something.
okay,
I'm
yeah,
just saying.
it's funny too because the person who asks you is always Aspen, and he's always the one who interrupts you.
I can never get it out.
Yep.
Go ahead.
So can I add something else?
Yeah,
that's
go ahead.
my favorite to 2021? Sip It. Have y'all ever heard of Sip It?
Oh, I thought you were telling me to zip it. Like, shut up.
No, Sip
Yeah,
It.
I also heard Zip It,
No,
like preemptively.
so it's a daiquiris to go place. I don't encourage drinking and driving, but if you like the adult beverages and you do it in a safe place, then I definitely encourage it. There's a drink called Candyland that I am drinking right now, and it's pretty good. And it's not an expensive place. So that's my favorite place, even though I don't drink too much. But yeah, I go there once in a while. And
Nice.
yeah, so that's my favorite place of discovering of 2020. In
Nice.
2020, I discovered it.
Bonus.
Movies, I will have to say that as much as it had me like saying what the fuck a lot, Thanksgiving.
Oh God.
That's my favorite
Yes.
movie of 2021.
Oh,
Only
that's
because I think that was like our first like actual movie we watched all together as a group, if I'm not mistaken. Because I know when we got together to do like the first time we had, is it Trouble in Little China?
That
Kurt
was
Russell.
just kind of playing in the background.
Yeah, but we didn't have it going, so we just saw it. So we were kind of paying attention, but not really. But Thanksgiving was our first like movie we watched together. Like, and I don't know, I just enjoyed that.
Nice
It was-
tits, bitch.
It was I think it was a good cheesy movie. We're keeping it cheesy and keeping it spooky, so I like that. Show that I've been like TV shows. I'm not much of I don't watch a lot of TVs. I do shows on TVs. I do streaming.
It could be it could be like an original,
But-
just a show. It doesn't have to be like
No.
actually on.
streaming show, whatever. Yeah.
I haven't started yet. Like I haven't watched the second to it, but I have been looking forward to it. And it's the Witcher series season 2. I've been hearing a lot of good things. I've been hearing a lot of bad things. I've been hearing like mixed reviews, but I enjoyed the first season a lot. I enjoyed the game, and I do intend on getting the book so I could read them. So that's one of the ones I was looking forward to watching and finishing up. What is it? Supernatural? We're almost done watching that one. We're on like 13 or 14.
Let me
So-
know when you're done.
Sam's a demon.
He's the demon like season
We
2.
all die. Everybody
I mean,
dies.
Yeah, technically.
But yeah, so that's, I guess.
I enjoyed Krampus. I actually liked that movie more than I thought I would.
Good movie.
I love it.
Has anybody here seen the after credit scene of Cars? A
What?
No.
Pixar movie, I guess. Only reason
Yes.
I'm asking is because Slimy Cheesecake writes, "Tell your friends about the Cars after credit scene." I can't tell you because I've never seen Cars.
Don't know what that is.
This dude has not seen Cars. What the hell?
I mean, I've seen Cars. I don't remember the after credits.
I mean, I generally enjoy
Did
Pixar, but I
Nick
haven't...
Fury show up and fucking ask him to join the Avengers?
What, the car?
Yeah. That'd be funny.
Just say that it's above Knight Rider or something involving RoboCop and watch it. If it doesn't,
Yeah.
then you won't.
I don't know.
Well,
Yeah.
man, Ring.
Anyway.
What the fuck, Ring? I mean, it's,
Anyway,
it's
Val-
not like I only watch.
Continue on, Val.
Yeah, please, because apparently S wants to interrupt you.
Did I said games,
Yeah, I thought she was.
movies. But that movie, yeah. I wanted to go see the new Spider-Man movie,
So
but I
good.
haven't been able to yet.
It's amazing.
What's probably going to end up happening is waiting for it to get out on video or DVD or a streaming place, buying the movie that way. But I do want to see the Ghostbusters movie
Same.
if it's
Ghostbusters should be out later this month.
and
Well, that's good. I had no interest in Ghostbusters.
Yeah, I think that's it for me. I haven't really had
Did
too.
anyone see The Matrix?
I haven't yet.
No,
I've seen it.
Huh? You saw it?
Yes.
How is it?
How was that?
It was okay. It was nowhere near as good as the original trilogy, but I think it's kind of there is a transition going on in regards to like the major characters, I guess, between Neo and Trinity. But the other thing I'm thinking is that they're kind of grooming this to transition to the game that they're going to be eventually rolling out for next gen. I played a demo of it where it's the Matrix video game where it's kind of takes place. It's a kind of an adult version of Grand Theft Auto, I guess.
So Grand
But-
Theft Auto
Wait,
made
what?
for kids.
Yeah, what? An adult version of Grand Theft Auto?
Well, Grand Theft Auto is like more like clunky or whatnot. This looks like a lot more realistic, I guess I should say. A lot
You mean
more.
like Watch Dogs?
I don't know. I played Watch Dogs, but it's gonna have a Matrix feel to it because I mean you can
Oh,
blow,
okay.
again it's a very limited demo, but you can wreck cars, you can kind of run over people, and it all turns into that Matrix code, that visual Matrix code.
Yeah.
But it's a very brief trailer, or demo, but I think that's what they're kind of maybe going to transition their legacy to is this video game, and I don't know, but it's just speculation. But the movie itself, it was okay, but I believe even when like in the box office, it kind of bombed. So
Yeah. I mean, it was on HBO Max too, but still.
that's where I saw it. But
The way
it
that
was
my friend put it was that the trilogy was the main product, and this feels more like a DLC, and it's not really necessary to watch.
Interesting. So
So that might be an apt comparison.
Yeah, I kind of want to watch it just because I hear so many bad things. I want to see
yeah,
how weird it is.
I need to watch it. I'll watch it, and maybe next week shoot the shit. We'll do a review on it. We haven't done a shoot the shit review in a while. I think the last one we did was Halloween.
Oh yeah, man, has it been that long?
Yeah. So we didn't do one all month November. Well, we didn't have many shoot the shits in November. Holidays have been busy. But anyway, my friend here, Slimy Cheesecake, writes, "You and your friends get lost in the desert and covered in dust, slowly driving into insanity."
Forgot we were alive.
Is that guy even human? I wonder about those two.
I really do wonder.
No,
Like,
he's
like, is
responding
it-
to me and stuff. When
Yeah,
I
no,
was
it could also be a robot.
but it doesn't mean anything. It could be like a bot. I just mean
Could
real
be a
smart
very
about
good
it.
bot.
Yeah.
Well, yesterday when I was talking shit about Raymond, he defended Raymond, remember? He's like,
he did defend Raymond.
he's like Raymond is...
No,
the
yeah, no, it's a human. They knew how to defend Raymond.
Everybody
It's not
loves
a bot.
Raymond.
sand gets everywhere, or dust. Dust is like sand, I guess.
It gets
What?
everywhere. It's, what's that
Oh.
line from fucking Star Wars?
It's coarse and rough and gets everywhere.
There you go. Anyway.
And then he goes on to a child murder spree.
I
That's about right.
fucking... Anyway, what's in store for 2022? What are we gonna do? This is the year we get big. You fucking... I feel it, goddammit. It's gonna happen. I haven't lost hope. We've been a small channel for far too long. This is the year we grow. And Slimy Cheesecake is gonna take us there.
Who about the slimy cheesecake?
Oh my god, I told... You know who Slimy
we
Cheesecake...
literally just
It's been this whole thing.
Also, I invented a new sexual move using his name and his
what?
friend's name.
Oh
Remember?
my god.
The hell?
You can give your partner a slimy shirt.
No, we're not gonna
All right.
go there.
Okay.
No, it's okay.
Anybody,
You
y'all
can
want
do
to
it
know
on
what
your
No,
Slimy
no,
Sherman?
It's okay.
we're fine.
No.
Jeez,
Moving
man, I
on.
thought I was the guy who did that.
What games are you all or hoping or hyping up for 2022?
Spider-Man 2 and God of War.
Forgot about God of War.
I know. I actually, and I am so sorry. I just could not get into it on the Switch. I tried. There's certain games I just can't play with a controller. I already purchased, pre-purchased Monster Hunter Rise for PC, which is going to be released on Steam January 12th. So I'll be playing that. I do plan to finish Mafia 2, which I just started like right before Christmas because it has a Christmas scene segment in it. I'm gonna finish that. It's a short game. I do plan to continue playing Half-Life Alyx. That's one that I want to get back into. I missed the VR. I started messing with the VR again this past week. I was just kind of watching videos and stuff, but I forgot how much I enjoy it, so I'm definitely going to continue on with Half-Life Alyx. I was really into it right before my mother got really sick and had to go into the hospital, so that's when I kind of dropped it, but I'm going to be picking that up. So those are the main things that I'm going to be doing. Monster Hunter Rise, Half-Life Alyx, finish Mafia 2, and then I'll probably also continue on with the Mass Effect Legendary Edition, which is another one that I was playing right before my mother got sick. Who's next? Oh, God.
I plan on beating a game. Just a game. I don't care at this point, but I gotta beat something. Maybe something I started. Maybe it will be Dark Souls.
I'll upload your first upload of Alan Wake this week, or probably today or tomorrow. I will do that. Well, I don't know if you want to finish that game, but I will upload that.
I do plan on playing whatever games I started and.
What the fuck?
Wow, let her finish.
No, I'm sorry, but Simon Cheesecake writes that apparently because he says Esp, if that tells you anything whether or not he's human or not. He said Esp set the target workers on fire. What the fuck? What? I don't set anybody on fire anymore. And then he writes Caroline getting her feet tickled.
Yeah, that's my goal. Just beating some of the games I started.
Yes. Anyway. Let's go on.
For me, I guess I got my own unboxing video to do, but I was able to score PS5 in 2021, so be tuned for that. I'll be doing an unboxing video for that. But I'm looking forward to Horizon Zero Dawn, the second one, and yes, the God of War. Dying Light 2 should come out this year as well. So
you know, I'm sorry. I'm the one who's interrupting now. The slimy cheesecake guy makes me think we haven't seen Joel in a while.
No, I don't think it's Joel. The personality is radically different.
It's a different account. I could see him trolling like that. Anyway, continue. I'm sorry.
But that's what I'm looking forward to. I guess that's what I can think off the top of my head is Horizon, God of War, Dying Light.
Nice.
Ring?
Well, I already said my stuff.
You said what you're looking forward to?
Oh,
like what you're going to be playing this year?
No. Never mind. I'm
not paying attention.
I'm looking forward to Derail Valley's update coming up in March. That Starry Train game that had the weird shit going on in there. Remember that one?
Yes.
And not much else besides that. Everything else is pretty chill right now. So
we're gonna be doing some Monster Hunter Rise.
Yes, that's it. Honestly, I don't have a lot to be excited about, but the ones I am, it's enough to keep me content.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Not be Google.
I reserved the Steam Deck. I'm getting one.
Yes.
And I have the money set aside for it. Dude, I'm stoked. It's like I never buy anything that big, but I was like, fuck it.
And we see the Linus Tech Tips video about it.
I've watched several videos about the hardware and.
Have you seen a Linus one?
I don't remember. I don't know. It might have been one of the ones I watched, but I don't recognize like.
Because he was over, they allowed him to get his hands on it, and he was over at the Valve headquarters.
Yes, I did see that one.
Yeah, that was a good one.
He was running like thermal cameras and shit on it.
He's very thorough.
Yeah, he wanted to open it up, but they didn't let him.
Yeah.
Yes, I did see that.
He'll do all sorts of badness to it.
So I'll tell you what. Real quick, there's chat going on on the live stream.
Oh, really?
I'll let y'all read it if you all want to, because apparently me interrupting and bringing up the stuff that's going on is not getting well received. And But anyway, Val, what are you planning to play in 2022?
I said.
You said it.
Did she?
She said, because if you weren't reading chat the whole time,
Oh, for the love! See, this is exactly why. All right, well, who wants to go? Ugh,
we all did it already.
my head hurts. I have a headache. Well, I'll tell you what, we all should be. And Nick, you can participate in this too.
Uh-huh.
Fallback Friday. We finally need to bring it back, and we're gonna be doing it with the Super Nintendo games that are available within Switch. So, like,
Nice.
as long as me or Val are the ones doing the recording, you can join us, and then you can be part of Fallback Friday.
That sounds fun.
Yeah. I was making a list of the ones that, or I made a list, I should say, of the games in the Switch Super Nintendo that are 2-player. There's some that look like a lot of fun. So it probably won't be a very long season, but I know we've been saying that we were gonna do the next season of Fallback Friday for a while. We hadn't yet, but we're definitely going. I wanna maybe by mid-January. Let's see, what's the Friday that? Maybe Friday the 14th might be the first next episode. Well, I'll try to plan it, and we'll see when we get together and do the next Fallback Friday. So there's that, and I think if everybody's given their favorite game and talked about their favorite movie and talked about what they're gonna do in 2022, I guess. Oh, Ops, me and you, fucking It Takes Two.
Yes.
Are you doing that again?
We're doing
Wait,
that
that's not the game. Sorry, It Takes Two is a different game.
Yes, it was
I was
made
thinking
by.
about the one where you lost in what's that one
Yeah,
game that
yeah, I lost
babies
it.
can win?
I lost in Connect 4. I
it
did.
is.
I did. I lost in Connect 4. He beat me,
Yeah.
but you know what I did? I killed him. I shot him in the chest. And this is true, and it's documented. And it wasn't scripted that way.
Uh-huh.
That means that one of us, we competed, we contended for the right to live, and I beat him. So yes, he beat me at Connect 4. Man, what a loss.
Yeah,
What
he
a
did.
blow. But guess what? I put a bullet through his chest.
So he beat you in a mind game. He, obviously the
And you
better man,
outright murdered
smarter, and you pulled the trigger.
Hey, there was a fight, man. It was intense.
Poor
Poor
Bob.
Obs.
Poor Obs. That's what he gets for being a good friend.
I hate you all.
Betrayed.
Fucking
You
hate
love us.
Oh god. Anyway, we're gonna be
Didn't
doing
deny it.
Oh.
Nope, he
I
didn't
hate
deny
you
it.
all. I said that,
And I said you loved us and you didn't deny it.
but I don't
Yeah.
have to deny it because my own statement is
You love us
contradictory.
because you got me a nice coffee mug for Christmas.
He did get us nice coffee mugs for Christmas.
Yes, y'all like them?
Yeah, pretty sweet.
Yes. I haven't been able to take mine away yet, but I do plan on using it at work.
Well, I'm glad that y'all liked it, but part of me hates you, all of you.
No.
The
You're
bloodthirsty
wrong.
part.
Anyway, so yeah, we're all me and Obs are gonna be doing It Takes Two. All of us, or most of us, are gonna be doing Fallback Friday.
So you went from a video game where you had to murder your best friend to a video game about a couple working it out to get over the fact that you had to murder your best friend.
Is that what that game's about? I don't even know what the game's about. I just know
It's about
by
a
the same
divorced
people.
couple.
Is it really?
Uh-huh, yeah. Or a couple getting divorced, I don't know.
Okay.
Looks fun.
Well, it sounds fun anyway. Fallback Friday coming soon. It Takes Two. Monster Hunter Rise. I'll be doing Half-Life Alyx again. Plenty of stuff to come. We'll do more shoot the shits.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. We gotta do more. I really like our tanks. I really
Can't
like
wait
our.
till you all watch Spider-Man.
I want to watch it real bad, but I don't know when I will. I do want to do. I had a lot of fun with our Thanksgiving, our odds and ends giving special. So I definitely want to do more content like that, but it'll be a once in a while thing, you know. But still, it was a lot of fun. I guess that's about it. I have one thing that I'd like to leave off on, if I may. Bit of a story.
It is.
I want to read you this thing that I.
You're reading us?
Yeah. Yes. I'm gonna. Yeah. Just chill the hell out. I'm gonna read this thing just to give people something to think about. I want people safe. I want people to think and to be smart. I don't know.
Okay.
Let me read this. Look, this was something that I read recently. The title is "Don't Think COVID is Real? Have Fun Dying in a Parking Lot."
Jesus, did the government fucking put this out there?
No, listen. I'm an ICU doctor and run my own unit. Yesterday I had a gentleman come in with all the classic symptoms: cough, fever, shortness of breath, and of course profound hypoxia. His CXR showed the classic diffuse bilateral infiltrate we've all come to immediately recognize as COVID. I told him he likely had COVID and we're waiting for the PCR results to come back. But in the meantime, we'll start him on oxygen and medical therapy. Well, he did not like that. He immediately went to, "COVID isn't real and you're trying to kill me." Of course, he wasn't vaccinated. He wanted to leave the hospital right away. Considering he could barely get a sentence out without needing to catch his breath, I convinced him to at least spend the night. Fast forward to this morning. Lo and behold, he's COVID positive. Well, he absolutely flipped his shit. Accused us all sorts of things. He immediately asked to leave the hospital again. At this point, he was on 100% oxygen on a high-flow nasal cannula, essentially one step away from being intubated, which he was adamantly against. He kept pulling his oxygen off, and I kept watching his oxygen saturation dip into the high 70s. I went into the room to talk to him. He understood he was sick. He understood his oxygen levels were low. He understood he needed treatment. He understood leaving before we had a chance to treat him would increase his chance of dying. At every step, he demonstrated capacity to make medical decisions. Beside his baseline delusion about the reality of COVID, he was totally cogent and coherent. My hands were tied. It's a hospital, not a prison, and I let him sign himself out. I called the Department of Health to let them know. He got his clothes and belongings and huffed his way out of the hospital. Apparently, he made it halfway to the road when he collapsed. A code was called, overheard, and I figured a code blue was called, and overheard, and I figured it had just been that same guy. I went down to the ER to confirm my suspicion and saw the ER doctor getting ready to intubate. I called out and told him the story that this guy doesn't want intubation or really any medical treatment. So he died. It was one fewer patient in my unit. Get vaccinated. So yeah, I mean, this thing has claimed at this point nearly 1 million lives. As I said earlier in the stream, I'm afraid to go to the movie theaters because of COVID. I have a mother who's immunocompromised and she's under my care. So, I mean, take this thing seriously. Take precautions. If you're gonna go to the movies, wear a mask. Do your best to social distance when possible. Use hand sanitizer to wash your hands. Don't clean your face. Don't wipe your face, touch your face, whatever. Just, take it seriously. It's not a joke. Stay healthy. Stay safe. And let's get rid of this fucking thing in 2022 once and for all. Fucking 3 years now that we've been dealing with this thing. It's going on 3 years. Let's get rid of this fucking bastard of a disease.
Honestly, it's not going anywhere.
See, I'm trying to be up there.
It is mutating, though, towards becoming a little punk bitch, which is nice.
Yes, that's also a thing, too.
Well,
So that's a good thing.
On top of that, there are variants out there that bypass the vaccinations anyway.
Anywho,
No.
I'm ready to go.
Yeah,
so,
I'm like,
yes. In the end, be safe, wash your hands, all that good stuff. So I'm ready to go.
All right, yeah, we're cutting it here. Happy New Year, everybody. Are we cutting it there? We're cutting it there.